Hi Taurus, welcome to the December reading. I'm hesitant to say anything because this has been the hardest video for me to make of all of them so far today. The cards have been interesting, technology has been interesting. So I think it really illustrates what the heck has been going on with our energy. It's a lot of start and stop and start and stop. And I feel it. Even with this video, this is exactly what's going on. And so our first card out is the Six of Swords, representing the theme of the month of December. So letting things go and moving towards something that is better suited for ourselves. The Suit of Swords is all about like mental activity, communication, thought patterns and processes. Deals with spirit as well. And with this as the energy of December, a lot of us are going to be in our heads about a lot of different things. With Mercury being retrograde, we are here to reevaluate and assess, and from that standpoint, to move forward from these rockier, rough waters into the still waters of peace. A lot of us have been through quite a bit this year. Uranus has shook a lot of things up, and it's time for us to make moves based off of the experiences that we've had, right? To let things go, relationships go, careers go, to let things go that are no longer working for us. And as Taurus people, we can be very, very stubborn. And so to leave something behind takes a long time for us. But once we know it's not good for us, and once we know we're done, we can also be really good at being done. So all loyalty aside, this month is about doing what is best for yourself. Based on all of these lessons we've been learning, making the appropriate moves, okay? Based off of the past, based off of what we've learned and what we want for ourselves moving forward. Okay, 2 cards came out. All right, the challenge of the month is letting it go, right? Of not obsessing over it, of not letting it keep you up at night, or if it is keeping you up at night, to really get to the root of what that issue is, of the decision that you need to make, of the clarity that you would like to have. Healing old wounds. Healing your subconscious mind so that you can then attract the things that you desire versus the things that you've been trying to avoid. Because again, whatever you obsess about, I think it takes like 7 seconds for your mind to match the frequency of the thought that you're having. So if you're spending longer than 7 seconds thinking about some negative things, you are bringing it into existence just by thinking about it. So each time that you find yourself here in these spaces where you are obsessing or thinking negatively, it would serve you well to choose a positive version of that thought. So instead of what if everything goes wrong, what if everything goes right? And to spend 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, the more you can spend visualizing something good happening, the more that you offset these negative tendencies, and you reaffirm to the universe what it is that you want. Okay, so again, the theme, reevaluating, reassessing with this Mercury retrograde, it's having us look over everything that has happened this year, especially, and for some of us even longer, going on 6-7 years. Okay, so this can help you do this, right? This thinking, this this spending time in the confusion, spending time in assessment mode, spending time in your head can help you decide to move forward. But this energy can also just dig you into a deeper rut. I know for me, the holiday season is really difficult for me. Really difficult. And it brings up these feelings of like depression and self-worth and all of that. So if you're feeling this month, know that you are not alone. But also know that it is your responsibility to move away from that, to begin to narrow things down, to find the root cause of this mental anguish, and then to do something about it. Of course, it's your decision, but I know I don't want to stay in that energy. I don't want to be stuck here. The other card that fell out was the Knight of Swords. So far, 3 swords here. Swords, it's all about being in your head. And with Mercury being retrograde and communications being stopped and old relationships and situations coming back for reassessment, it makes sense that there's a lot of swords here. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving character, and he comes with a message. So a lot of you might be hearing from an individual from your past that you haven't heard from in a while. And they may come with some words that you're not prepared for, conversation topics that you are not prepared for, or it could just be in general that your communications with others might be a little blunt, a little sharp, pointed, abrupt. Especially with the holiday season and like forced fun and these parties and dinners and expectations that you have. You might find some messages, or people might begin expressing themselves to you in ways that you were not expecting, or you might be that person where things are coming to the surface that you didn't necessarily plan on. Maybe past hurts or things that have been bothering you for a while, they come up and out. Like, you might have the feeling that you're gonna be, what am I trying to say? You might feel like the word vomit, where things are just coming up to the surface so quickly, like you can't help but charge at people with your truth. This could be a month for you where you feel like saying a lot, uncovering a lot, or the people around you doing the same thing. Swords represent air signs as well. So if you are in a relationship, work relationship, friendship, romantic partnership, swords are coming up pretty heavily, right? This airy energy of communication. And yes, the Knight of Swords is a result of moving forward brashly without necessarily thinking. If you look here, even the horse looks a little bit afraid, like, we're going this fast. Is this necessary? And so through all of your dealings and trying to figure things out, if you are feeling like this character where you just want to tell everybody your truth and let it all come out, make sure that you're directing it toward the appropriate parties, right? That we aren't just blaming our feelings on everyone else, because, I mean, it's perfectly valid to feel this way. But you have to take responsibility for your own part in this. Definitely. Your emotions are your responsibility. While other people may have impacted you and made you or triggered you into feeling a certain way, like, no one can make you do or feel or say anything. You are responsible for your own actions and behavior. So this month, while you're in your head, while you're negotiating and reevaluating, acknowledge the part that you've played or the part that you continue to play. And ask yourself if that is a version of your highest self or not, if that is who you want to be. And if the answer is yes, keep doing it. And if the answer is no, there are some things you need to change and address so that the bounty you've been promised can get to you, can find you, right? These lower vibrational energies make you harder to find for the things, the high vibrational things you've been asking for. So there is some sort of unexpected communication, maybe from a past relationship, past career. Maybe you have the unexpected revelation or desire to communicate with someone else. But there's definitely some message here that you will be hearing or communicating to someone this month. Try and stay open to it, especially if it is critical towards you, instead of just blocking it off and automatically blaming someone else. Try and see if there's any truth to it. See if you can understand your role and see if you can react from a place of understanding versus a place of ego. Advice this month is to rest, is to meditate, is to get serious with yourself about what it is that you want, what you need. Again, more swords, right? Letting your mind be at rest and acknowledging that maybe this month isn't the month for answers quite yet. And that if we do get the answers, it's not going to be from this energy, from obsessing. It's going to be from this deep, quiet contemplation, a reassessment of who you are, who you've made yourself out to be, and to get still, to go internally. It is through the stillness that you receive the answers from your intuition, from your mind's eye. And this is coming up very heavily for you, Taurus, for me too, this month, of needing to quiet your mind. Go to that place that helps you get quiet. For me, it's the ocean. I love the ocean, and I'm lucky enough to live 5 minutes away from water. And I go there and I get quiet and I get real with myself. Maybe for you it's writing. Maybe for you it's cooking, or whatever it is that helps you get out of your conscious thought, that helps you get out of thinking so hard. Do that. Go there. And really just allow yourself to heal from these past nightmares, from these past situations that have made you feel less than. It's time to heal this month and to be easy on yourself, not to expect all of the answers right now. Because there's things going on behind the scenes, events that are arranging themselves in a very specific order to give you the thing that you've been waiting for, asking for, the thing that you deserve. All right, let's get an outcome card. A lot of swords. A lot of swords. We just got a lot of extra cards too. Too many. Let's get one outcome card. If we do these things, if we do the work. Almost. We do the work, we evaluate, we assess, we get to the heart of the problem, we communicate to the best of our abilities with ourselves. We're honest with ourselves. All right. We have 2 outcome cards. We have the Magician and the 10 of Wands. So the Magician is the energy of being able to accomplish and create your own reality. He has everything he needs on the table. He has all 4 suits of the tarot. And he has the guidance from God and earth, right? He's pointing up and down, as above, so below. And so if we this month are able to take the time to rest, to reevaluate, and to really, in our mind's eye, visualize where it is we would like to go and begin putting in the work towards doing that, right? If we put in the work, we can do whatever it is that we want to do. We can create the reality that we would like. And this work is very closely tied with your passion. Get back into the things that you love to do. Get out of your mind and into your creativity. Use this in-between time, the space between like what you have and what you want. Use that to create, to work toward your own passions, your own goals, and really to get back to yourself. You can choose to look at things like this as too heavy, too much, too hard. Okay, you can be stubborn, bullheaded, all of those things. You can work against the things that you've been giving. You can push back. You can resist in a lot of senses. You can do it the hard way. Or you can stand in your power, like I think Virgo was told. You can stand in your power and allow things to come to you. You can use the tools that you have been given to make your reality feel closer to what it is that you want. You ultimately have the power and the perspective to look at this as a blessing or a curse, and your outlook will create your reality, right? You can use these tools to help you or to sabotage your own path, and really that choice is up to you. What we need to remember is that we have everything we need at our disposal. We are not victims, and in fact we have so many opportunities, and that is probably why there's so much mental unrest. There's a lot coming to us, a lot of opportunities, a lot of people, a lot. And for Taurus, who is not used to change, who is very resistant to change in a lot of senses, this can be difficult, but these are the pieces that need to fall into place so that we can have the things that we've been wanting. So this month, be easy on yourself, be easy on others. Spend a lot of time in nature, meditating, being in that place where you feel that time kind of doesn't exist. Spend more time there. Spend more time on yourself and your passions and really standing in your power and calling your power back. Things will become clear, especially toward the end of December and into January. So allow, meditate, enjoy as much as possible, enjoy the uncertainty, look for the silver lining, and remember who you are. All right, Taurus, love you guys so much. We really are on the verge of something great. So keep the faith, and I will see you soon. Bye, Taurus.